We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football. And we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between and the New York Jets. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
New England.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by Nigel.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. Now Wilson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Play action this time with Love. Got a man open, that's Harry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And an ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turned it all loose.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Johnson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The 44-yard line.
On first down, Swift, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got Smith here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Funches has it complete. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action now. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Brandon Ayuk.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's crossing. Okay. Jam. Check. Cross. Watch twist. There. Begin. Alert.
And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Taken down back in
This defense really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Takeovers 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Love airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
The 38-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Love now on 2nd down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Key to tight end. 29 is a Mike 29.
1st down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike 50, Mike.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
40-yard line.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devin Funches with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Wilson taking a shot for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the handoff, this is Swift. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain of 5.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long for Love. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
The 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
No gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now left side on the swing pass. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Patriots. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Patriots 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hey, zero. I'm coming for you. You mine. Go. 40. Mike, 53. Zebra. Come on, let's go. Check.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Third down. And 10 yards to
So
go.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
7-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete on the deep ball. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mike 29.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Josh Jacobs.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Down at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. 10 now. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Swift. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They go bootleg. Love. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Funchess. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
3-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Tate on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift down right around the 25.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The return man, Ty Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
27 yards there, a 1st down.
Patriot 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Love on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think